Kenny, I've only had one sip of beer.
Yeah, this is all natural. All natural.
And a sticky note.
I do appreciate the sticky note. I think that's
Two.
few and far between, but it's well appreciated.
two sticky notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
two. Ooh.
He came with notes today. He doesn't. Notes
He's not
Bruce
fucking
is
around today.
Vespers. Notes Bruce is Vespers.
First game I got for you guys is Clemson at Pitt. Clemson's favored by 10 points, even though they're on the road. And it looks like the over-under last I had was at 54.5 points. Clemson's been on the uprise lately. Pitt's been kind of mediocre as far as I've seen. So I'm going to have to stick with Clemson, but I'm not going to take the spread on that one. I think Pittsburgh covers. Clemson wins 31-24.
Clemson 31-24. Would you have the over or would you have the line at or the spread at, Kenny? I'm sorry.
I have the spread at Clemson at 10.
Oh, a lot of bets coming in. Right now, Clemson is minus 11.5.
Okay.
What was your over under?
54.5.
Wow, bets coming in on the under. Now it's at 53.5. Well, according to FanDuel, you could have gotten it from somewhere different. Man, I kind of agree with Kenny on this. Clemson, I think, wins, but I think Pitt's gonna cover. And I'm gonna go under.
Pitt has not looked the same since they lost against SMU. Based off that, I think Clemson has this in the bag pretty easy. I don't love the line of 11.5, so I'm gonna side with Bruce. I think Pitt will cover, but Clemson wins.
My mom's from Clemson. Mama raised a Clemson boy. I'm going to pick logically on this one. This is not going to be a biased pick. Clemson, the conference is up for grabs as of right now. You have Miami lose. Clemson lost to Louisville. SMU's undefeated in the conference. Pitt plays SMU, gets absolutely blown out. Like, it ain't even a close game whatsoever. I mean, Pitt couldn't do anything. But before that, Pitt has been consistently holding teams to a low amount of points. Clemson, before Louisville, has been scoring 48, 49. I mean, they've been putting points on people. And now you have a team that has a lot of history in Pitt. Pitt's been one of the teams to beat Clemson when they've competed for national championships. The only loss Clemson has had in the season has been to Pitt. And they've always had a good defense. So this is going to be kind of a defensive game, in my opinion. The score is going to be 24-20. It's always a close game, but I'm going to give it to Clemson.
All right, next one I got for you guys is Utah heading to Colorado. Colorado's favored by 10 points. It looks like the over-under is at 46.5. Colorado's doing some pretty interesting things right now. Deion Sanders is getting a bonus for every win now. So I think Utah's in for a real tough game. I have Colorado winning 34-20, obviously covering the spread and narrowly getting to the over-under.
Kenny, I like it a lot. I think Prime is there's not going to be any. They don't have to worry about any tortillas thrown at them in this game. No Shador Sanders acting a fool on the sideline with his brother or anything like that, pushing fans. It's all good. It's all happy times out there in Colorado for this one. Colorado wins, covers, and I'm gonna go over.
I'm more or less the same. Colorado wins and covers, but I'm kind of leaning the under. But I mean, this Shador Sanders is just gonna do his thing. Easier said than done.
46 points isn't a lot of points in college football.
No, and I think it'll be over 46.
Exactly.
This team has finally found their stride. I mean, going four wins last year with Prime. I don't ever judge a coach on its first year. I mean, you got people like Dan Campbell and Kyle Shanahan who have won 2, 3, 4 wins on their first year of head coaches, and now they have well-off franchises. Deion's finally got his team. They're on stride. This is not going to be a close game. It's going to be like 3 scores. Give me 37-17 Colorado.
Yeah, you know what Deion Sanders invested in this offseason? The offensive line, and that's really protected the quarterback, keeping him upright, making sure that they're getting those wins. So good on prime time for that one.
Which maybe Ryan Poles should take notes on that.
You probably should. All right, next game I got for you guys is little Big Ten action. Oregon at Wisconsin. Oregon's favored by 14 points. I think that's being a little stiff on that one. I think they could be a little bit more generous.
Is that a night game, Kenny?
I was looking it up before you guys pulled me in, and I did not see. Let me
Hold
see.
on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is 6:30.
So, yeah, 6:30. So,
yeah,
going to
same.
Wisconsin, night game. That gets to be a little bit tougher, right? Almost the same vibe as Ohio State having to go all the way out to Oregon for that. It's going to be a little bit colder up in Madison. But I'm still going to give Oregon the win on this one. They're going to win 38-20. I don't think Luke Fickell is prepared for the style of offense that that Lanning is bringing to Camp Randall. So 38-20. Sorry, the over-under is at 51.5 the last I saw. So
still is.
Yeah, Oregon takes care of it pretty easily. But that's tough with that crowd. I'm real ruckus.
Oh, don't do it. No, don't go that far. No, I'm gonna do it. I just gotta. I got one of those feelings. Wisconsin wins. I'm going under.
Ooh.
That's the only way. That'd be the only way for them to win. They're not gonna outscore or not gonna go toe to toe with them scoring. So the only way for them to win is gonna be sloppy. And I think it actually is supposed to rain on Saturday too. So I'm going. Yeah, I'm doing a Nate Ness right there, saying what's the weather. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Wisconsin wins and under.
You just said Wisconsin wins against Oregon. I don't care if it's at Camp Randall. Oregon wins. Oregon covers. 4-touchdown day from Dylan Gabriel.
Bruce, it doesn't matter if it's raining or not. Do you know what a Duck's favorite weather is? It's rain, Bruce. It is rain. They're going to go to Camp Randall. Wisconsin, Luke Fickell's going to be in a pickle. Wisconsin's not even going to know how to spell their state name anymore after the Oregon beatdown. It's not going to be close. I'm giving it 42-13 Oregon night game. Dylan Gabriel might show that he is the Heisman.
Hey, just so you know, I just Googled it. Badgers like rain too.
Well, that's too damn bad. It won't matter.
And it's a night game. Badgers are nocturnal.
This is where we've come to, guys. I just want everybody to be aware of that. This is where we've come to.
That's some solid sports analysis.
We're so good. We are so good, guys.
Yeah.
I might change my pick just because
they're nocturnal and they like rain.
Bruce, I like your thinking. I'm going to change my pick.
Oh my
Wisconsin wins. Dylan Gabriel will still throw 4 touchdowns, but he also throw 4 interceptions. We like sloppy? Let's get sloppy. Wisconsin wins.
Go.
I really like the thinking. I'm really liking the thinking here.
That's not why. It is not why I picked that, by the way. Go ahead, Kenny.
I think Oregon's running game, though, is fine in the rain. And I think Oregon's running game is going to be exactly what proves to be too much for Wisconsin to handle. I don't think that they're the same up front as previous seasons. And I think that Oregon's going to be able to exploit a lot of those weaknesses.
Sure.
All right. Next game I got is, I think, the more interesting matchup for the Big Ten this weekend, which is Nebraska heading out to USC. USC is favored by 9.5, and I have not been impressed by USC one bit this year. So even though USC is favored at home, I'll take Nebraska to win 28-24.
Yeah, no, I agree with Kenny. I haven't been really impressed with USC at all this year. Nebraska is on a little bit of a free fall, not a free fall, but just not a fall from grace, because they were doing pretty well, and I think their come to Jesus moment, I guess, was against U of I, shockingly. So I'm gonna pick Nebraska to win this game. Yeah, Nebraska wins. What was the what's called, Kenny? I'm sorry. What was the spread?
Spread, I have USC favored by 9.5. Over under, I have it 51 right now, or last I checked.
Yeah, I got Nebraska winning, and then I got the under.
As an Iowa Hawkeye fan, yep.
Let's go to the gym and get some sodas.
Let's talk y'all shit. I don't care. As an Iowa fan, I don't pick Nebraska. Hate to break it to you, I'm still not going to pick Nebraska. USC wins. USC covers. Fuck the corn. Fuck the Cornhuskers.
Fuck the corn. Fuck the
I was
corn.
almost a Cornhusker.
Okay, well, sorry.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know about you, Cy, but there's nothing more that I love than some nice, fresh picked corn, baby. I'm going to be eating some
such
corn.
A lie.
Nebraska is going to go in and beat USC. It might be a closer game. They're both pretty bad teams. But I'm going to go with mini Patrick Mahomes. He's going to roll this one out. We're going to be enjoying corn together. And did you know that corn does not digest in your body? It has no nutritional value. It does not digest in your body. I'm going with Nebraska. Give them to me. I think it'll be like 23-10. That's what I'll go.
Ooh. Yeah, I think the only thing USC really has going for them with this game is they're putting on some throwback uniforms, but past that, it's all Nebraska, I think. All right, last game I got is Tennessee heading to Georgia. Georgia's favored by 9 points. Over-under is at 48.5 last I saw. I think 9 points is surprising. I think this could almost be a pick 'em. The only advantage really is Georgia being at home right now. So I have Georgia winning 21-17. Very close game. I'm surprised the spread is that high.
This is the game of the week.
That's why I saved it for last for you, Connor.
God,
I kiss you, Kenny.
What are you doing? All right. I think Georgia. This is a must-win for Georgia, flat out. It's a must-win. Tennessee, from what I've watched of their games, I like Tennessee's offense a lot. Saying that, Georgia wins. What time is that? A night game too? Yeah, it is. Sure. Yeah, Georgia covers, and I'm gonna say over.
We're gonna make this easy. Georgia wins. Georgia covers. I don't care that Nico can't pronounce your last name.
It's
good. Carson Beck better. Georgia wins.
Carson Beck better.
Yeah, I love how Cy is saying Carson Beck is better when Carson Beck has done virtually nothing for Georgia this year.
Carson Beck is the reason why Georgia.
I'm aware.
He is not the reason Georgia's in contention right now.
I know.
Because I could step in for Georgia right now.
And
have the same exact result as Carson Beck.
Let's not go that far.
I have a feeling deep down in my bones that Georgia's going to win this game. But in my opinion, Tennessee is the best team in the SEC. Their defense is just nasty. Ooh, it's so nasty. I mean, they just get better every week. But the offense looks like it gets worse every week. This is not going to be an offensive game. This is going to be a test of the defense. We might see a repeat type score like we did last week versus Ole Miss and Georgia. Tennessee's going to win this. I'm going to be the odd man out and say Tennessee, but it's going to be a dang close ball game. Give me – where do I want to go? Give me 2014 Tennessee. Game of the week. Game of the week. It's going on my TV, my phone. It's going on my –
all right, let's jump.
It's everything.